What's going on, everybody? So, it is TTM day. Today's comic book TTMs. With a little twist. Just a twist. So, it's not an actual comic book. They're actually postcards. Comic book postcard of covers. And one is a interior art. So, the first one is a DC. And it is Joe Giella, which is an inker artist. He worked on Detective Comics, Green Lantern, Batman, a few other stuff. Golden Age comic book too. So this is the old one. This guy's like 92 years old. So that's what's crazy to me. I wrote a nice letter, and then I also put in little questionnaires at the very end of my letters, just to make it a little more personable. So I asked what was his favorite comic when he ever worked on. What was your favorite comic you ever worked on? He said the Batman syndicated strip that he penciled and inked for DC. Now, syndicated strip is a comic book strip. Next one, I asked what's one character you wish you could have worked on? And he says the Vigilante, a Western. So if you look that one up, you'll know what that is. And I asked him who was someone you would have liked to have worked with but never got a chance. He says Stan Drake. His feature was The Heart of Juliet Jones, a syndicated comic strip. I looked it up. It was actually pretty interesting comic strip. And he says, thank you for being a loyal fan, Joe Giella. That's awesome. By the way, this is cursive for you kids that don't know what this is. This is cursive. So he signed this personally, Joe Giella, along with signing my card, my postcard here, right here. He's super good at placement for when he signs. That's one thing I've always known about Mr. Joe Giella. He does very well with that. All right. So thank you very much, Mr. Joe Giella. Next is a pretty sweet one. Beta Ray Bill Walt Simonson, man. Signed it right down there at the bottom, and also the back of the postcard as well he signed. So that's pretty sweet. Oh, Walter Simonson, man. He's super cool. Beta Ray Bill is what I call my birthday comic book. The first appearance of Beta Ray Bill is like my birthday one, because it came out in November of '83. Don't know the exact day, like if it was the 17th, if it was the 11th, if it was the 12th, or the 21st. But in November of '83, Walt Simonson created Beta Ray Bill. And so Beta Ray Bill is like one of my favorite characters, which was pretty awesome. And I know Walt's worked on a bunch of different things, but I mean, when I wrote my letter out, I just talked more about Thor 337, first appearance of Beta Ray Bill. But I also went ahead and did a questionnaire with him as well. And I asked what was his favorite comic strip growing up. He said Uncle Scrooge. What was one character he wished he could have worked on? Doctor Strange / Dr. Fate. I don't know if that says FUDC. It says 4DC, Dr. Fate 4DC / Iron Man, I guess. I'm assuming that's what that says. Not sure. And then someone he would like to have worked on but never got a chance to is Joe Kubert. And then all my best, Walt Simonson. That is super, super cool. I'm very excited about this return of Walt Simonson, along with the Joe Giella autograph as well. So one from Marvel, one from DC. Super dope. Comic book TTM. Who would have thought TTMs could go through with comic books as well? That's super cool to me. That makes my TTM collecting hobby even cooler, because I know that I could possibly do artists and writers. And I'm super stoked about that, not just sports guys. So, alright, everybody, I appreciate you watching. Have a good one.